So years ago, I picked up on PreSonus Studio One 3. And I took a dive into Studio One, and I actually used Machine as my particular main DAW for like years. One of the problems that was going on then, I couldn't record in it, so I had to have something to record in, and so I used that. And so Personas, I've been rocking with Personas for a long time now. But now there's a new sheriff in town, and we definitely got to dive about it. Let's go. Now, before we get into this video, you make sure that you like, you subscribe, you share, comment, all the things that we do over here. You already know what it is, but let's go ahead and dive into this. All right, so before we get going in this video, we gotta talk about a couple things. Now, as you can see, I have a new platform that a new DAW that I am working in. What a beauty she is. Oh man, I've had Bitwig for about 2 weeks now. I was looking for something new, something inspiring, and I found it in Bitwig. Now, there was a toss-up between Bitwig and Ableton. The main difference between the two, I just like the setup of both. They're kind of identical, but the main difference that really pulled me over to Bitwig was the shortcuts. It's something as small as that pulled me over to Bitwig, and I am not disappointed about it. Now, what this is not is a hate or a bash on Studio One, because I have no love lost for Studio One. I will still be using Studio One for my mastering because their master channel that they have is undeniable. You cannot beat it nowhere. All right, man, there are 6 reasons why I jumped over to Bitwig and will be using it as my main DAW. Number 1, clip sequencing. Oh man, the clip sequencing is really dope. You can come here, you can create different ideas, you can come up with different scenes. Now this is kind of like how, of course, Ableton Machine has kind of used this. I almost overlooked it for a sense, but I played around with it for a couple minutes, and it is undeniably one of the most creative things I've done in a DAW in a long time. Now, number 2, of course, I've already talked about this, the shortcuts. I can set my shortcuts up like I did in Studio One. I have special keys that I like to do for certain things, so it allows me to do that, and I can set them up. Now, number 3, the effect chain. Man, look, this effect chain, you can do so many different things here. You can go from, like this one is on the drums, and I can go from here to a compressor to thermal, all these different things. But the way that it's set up, I can create some that convolution is super dope. Having the EQ where it's a band EQ, you can actually see the EQing that's going on here. You can also set up some different, let's say if I want to add an LFO, I can. All I have to do is click here. Let's say if I want to add one here, I can do that, and it will simply LFO. I can add some different shift there. That's pretty cool. To be able to do that easy, it is a pretty special thing to be able to do that. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many different things you can do on here with the effect chain. It's just crazy. Number 4, man, the browser. The browser, man. Look at this browser, man. You can come here. They got all these different device locations. You can go here and click on different things that'll bring it up down here in the category. If I wanted to go here and find some other things on my computer, I could do that here. I could just slide right across here and just really simple go down here and find what I'm looking for. It's very, very simple. And if I want to go here and type it in, I can pull that up and it will find what I'm looking for. I can go to, let's go to all device location. And if I want to go in here and type this, I can pull it up. There it is. Just drag and drop just like I could in Studio One. That is beautiful. It has a really cool setup for the browser. That's a big one. I didn't even know how important that was until I got here. Number 5, the instruments, man. Like, now, this is one of those things where I wish Studio One really would focus on is their instruments. Now, I know that we get a lot of plugins, a lot of VSTs that we purchase. But man, some of the sounds that are in here, I won't go over in this video, but the sounds that they have in here from the instruments that come preloaded, man, I'll tell you this. We'll go real quick here, go to the packages. You have all these different packages of sounds and waves and all these different things that you can pull up here. Just endless, man. Endless amount of sounds and loops and waves or whatever you want to create with them. It's all kind of stuff in here. Now, number 6 is the creativity that you can create in here. As you see at the bottom here, there's this convolution. This is one of them. You can go to this folder. You can create all these different waves that they have in here that you can create from this. You can even go here and it will have a certain type of, I guess you could say, like reverb pattern that it has, however you want to explain that, but it's so many in here. It's just endless, man. Endless. So you have that. You have the polygate. I'm not going to get into that, but polygate will allow you to create your own synth or your own sequencer, or however you want to call it, whatever you want to put there. It'll let you create your own. You create it from scratch. You can really dive deep. We're gonna do a video on that. I gotta learn it first, but we're gonna do a video on it. We're gonna go deep into that because that is a big deal. That's a big deal that's on here. The way that you can add the effects. So if I wanted to add a instrument, maybe one I have, maybe one I don't have, that come with the program, the way that I can customize it in here is very creative. It's like it's made for the producer, man. The way that you can create different sounds in here. Also, the piano roll that they have here. There are some things that you could do with this that is just freaking insane. We're gonna be doing a whole bunch of videos on this because I'm just learning right now. I'm just learning, so I got some things coming that I've already got planned. This was just to kind of explain the difference between the two, but you better know we're gonna be back again, and we got plenty of videos coming for Bitwig. Oh man, this thing is crazy. Shout out to everybody that did Bitwig. I've heard of Bitwig in the past, but man, just put my hands on it and using it is just way beyond what I expected. But there it is. So what will you do with your creative spaces, man? Peace out.